Senator Greg Ball. With a name like this and with a mouth like his, he deserves to have a ball in his mouth. A ball gag. This guy is he's a Republican, and he is a total nut job. He says that after the capture of Boston Marathon bombing suspect, whose name I'm not going to even try to pronounce because there's like letters all over the place. It looks like noodle soup here. He said this on Friday night, that Ball tweeted out a call for torture of this 19-year-old boy. He says, so, scumbag number 2 in custody. Who wouldn't use torture on this punk to save more lives? Torture of a 19-year-old kid. Really? Is this what it's come down to? And I saw a video with him and Piers Morgan. He is an arrogant fuck. He is the most arrogant asshole I've ever seen. And he says that all politicians are scum. And in a quote, he actually said this. He said all politicians are scum. And he is the scummiest scum there is.
Isn't he a politician?
Yeah, he's a politician.
But he doesn't see the irony in that.
Yeah, I guess he didn't see the irony in that. But anyway, he is a very scummy guy. And if there's a ball gag out there big enough to shove it in his mouth, somebody shove it into his mouth. First of all, torture doesn't work because eventually the people who are being tortured tell you anything you want just so you will stop torturing them. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that'll say, yeah, I'll tell you anything you want. If I'll give you my grandmother's safety deposit box number if you just, stop torturing me. They'll kind of tell you anything you want to hear. Torture does not work. Crystal, your thoughts?
I think his name's Greg Dick, actually. And this is a shame. That's why I was just earlier typing to Joe. I mean, it's really a shame. This was his story that he kind of rounded up, and it's also his state, and he really does know a lot of, more about this guy and this situation than I ever could claim to. I think that I'm going to defend his right to feel that way.
I didn't
this
say
is a horrible thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We sat there and we watched kids dead on TV. We watched limbs blown everywhere. We saw just total carnage. And I think that just being a human being, that's kind of your visceral reaction when something like this happens. However, as a politician, I think you need to use more couth when you do something like put a tweet out. Calling him scum, inappropriate. Saying that we should torture him, definitely inappropriate.
Yep.
And I don't like Piers Morgan either. I think he's a douchebag too. And listening to the two of them go back and forth was almost like entertainment. I kind of liked it.
I wish you would say what you mean.
Tell us how you really feel, Crystal.
Let me just let it roll here. It's just not. It's not right. What he did, we don't know. We don't know the reason why, and we're probably never going to know. But I think I don't like.
He said that he did it for religious reasons, religious fervor.
I understand that, but we don't really know what kind of situation this guy was under either. Was he under threat from his brother? Was he under threat from a terrorist group? We don't really know the truth. I don't think ever going to really know the truth. But the fact of the matter is he's human. And, this guy recanted, kind of backpedaled a little bit while defending his position. He kind of pushed, I really think that as New Yorkers, we need to stick together in unity, and we need to protect this city and this town, and
right.
we need to push for the death penalty. Okay, so he kind of backpedaled there a little bit, and I don't know. He's still a dick. I'm sorry, dude. You're just a dick.
Yeah, and the thing is, I understand him wanting to push the death penalty. I mean, there are times I've said, this person needs to be put on trial and the death penalty. But overall, the death penalty doesn't work. He says the death penalty is a deterrent. I'm sorry, the death penalty has never been a deterrent, because the simple fact is, if it was a deterrent, would people still be out there murdering? No. If it actually worked, we wouldn't have this issue, but it doesn't work because people out there, they still go out and they murder people. And what's worse, when you put people on death row, it costs the system even more money in the long run, because you still have to house these people, for one. The death penalty is a very serious punishment. It's the final punishment. You get lots of hearings and trials and things like that, and it just eats up the court's time, eats up the resources of the public.
Appeals, decades of appeals.
Right, exactly. Decades of appeals. Decades. There are people who are on death row been on there for 20 and some plus years. So the being on death row is not an answer. I'm sorry, it's just not. Medusa, your thoughts?
Well, I do agree with Crystal because I like the way she said it. But I think Senator Greg Ball here has seen 0 Dark 30 a few too many times.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's informed his opinion on how to get information out of people. I think we've gotten all the information we're going to get out of this kid.
Yeah.
We're going to prosecute him. We're going to put him in a prison, and we're going to forget about him.
Yep.
Like we forgot about Ted Kaczynski, like we forgot about a lot of people.
Yep.
Those 2 CIA guys that were working for the Russians. I think you recall them. That movie was made about one of them called Breach. That's what we do with people in America. We shouldn't kill them. We just should try them and put them away in a prison and forget about them.
Yeah, put them in a box and throw away the box.
Exactly, and throw away the box.
Yep.
That person has been thrown away.
Yep.
That's how I really feel. I don't want to hear another word out of his bloody little mouth.
Yeah. This kid...
Well, he kind of blew his trachea out. I don't think he's ever going to talk again, actually, but...
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of weird stories about that, actually, saying that he was found with a gun, and some say he didn't have a gun, and he shot him, but he somehow shot himself in the mouth, trying to commit suicide. I don't know what's going on. I heard it was a variety of different things. I don't know if we're ever going to know the full story of what actually happened there, because there's so many conflicting stories. Of course, the story is still kind of new, and until we get all the facts, I don't right now to speculate if he had a gun or not had a gun. It's kind of asinine to make a generalization on what's going on. So
it's still a very gray area.
Yes. And we will have the facts. Eventually, we will have the facts. It's just going to take time.
I don't think we will.
You don't think so?
I do not think so. I do not think we will ever know all of the facts. We'll definitely never know all the details behind this little shootout that captured the younger brother.
Yeah.
We'll never know did he have a gun or not. I mean, the official release is going to be probably that he didn't. I think that's the newest one, was that he was not found with the gun. But they admitted to a shootout. I think we're the ones that shot him and stopped him, and good, he stopped.
Yeah.
That's gonna end. But I do think it's a moot point to even argue it anymore.
Well,
lock his butt up.
Yeah, I'm not arguing the point. I'm just saying I just don't think
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. I'm also just saying that I think we will eventually find the facts. I mean, they will come to light. It may not be within, 10, it may happen in 5 years, it may happen tomorrow, it may happen in 20 years, but eventually these little things do leak out eventually.